things to do in Switzerland in September. Tourism in Europe is at its peak in summer, as if those hot months are the only great times to visit. Well, it may be so in other countries, but not in Switzerland. While the rush is notably high in the country during the months of July and September, we're sure September can be the best time to visit Switzerland for some of us. So if this is the month your annual activity leaves open for holiday and Switzerland has been a dream destination, you'll certainly benefit from this video about 10 things to do in Switzerland in September. Please, in addition to what you'd see here, please watch our weather and travel tips that deal with September in Switzerland. 1. Admire the charm of Basel. Basel is an enchanting city on the northern border of Switzerland, close to France and Germany. September is perfect for visiting this town because this is the month the bustling city is more subdued. It's a truly charming cultural hub known for its many museums and art galleries waiting to fill your curious mind. Have you heard about Kunstmuseum, Vitra Design Museum and a Spalentor Medieval Gate? These are some of the highly recommended among them. Basel, like most Swiss cities, has a beautiful historic district, and Basel Minster, a Gothic masonry extraordinaire dating back to the 12th century, is at the centre where it overlooks the Rhine River. If you tour Basel by way of the Rhine, you're in for another fantastic experience. There are 4 different docking points where you can catch the ferry throughout the city. You can also rent a wielding paddle boat. 2. Visit Lausanne. Lausanne is a hidden gem of sorts sitting on Lake Geneva. It is unlike bigger cities on the lake, but then it is home to the headquarters of the Olympic Committee and the Olympic Museum. These are what tourists can't afford to miss when visiting Lausanne. September in this city still feels like summer because of so many outdoor activities in the city. Besides the cruise, there is a famous tour through Notre Dame of Switzerland, namely Cathédrale de Lausanne, which is the pinnacle of Lausanne's Old Town. It is also great to have a bird's-eye view from Sauverbellin Tower. Lausanne is open from May to the end of September. 3. Tour the Rhone Glacier. The majestic Rhone Glacier serves as a source for both the Rhone River and Lake Geneva. Located above the popular ski village of Andermatt, this impressive landmark welcomes visitors all year round. A walk through the ice grotto is something not to miss during September. It is re-drilled each year so that tourists can always walk through while the brilliant blue hues in the ice stand starkly contrasted with the greyish tones of the mountain. It also has an outdoor viewing platform overlooking the exterior of both the glacier and the lake below. 4. Shop in St. Moritz. St. Moritz can be best seen on a clear night or warm day in September. St. Moritz is a ritzy ski town great for relaxing during the low season. On both sides of the street are grand hotels, high-end shops and exotic restaurants, making it easy to stay in town. It also has loads of art galleries and museums, offering a quiet reprieve and learning opportunities. If you want to get a real appreciation for its outdoors, dine at a rooftop restaurant or a mountain view cafe such as Panorama Restaurant at the top of Corviglia. The day can also be spent on the water in the month, whether you choose to boat, sail or paddle on Lake Silvaplana. We want to suggest riding the Bernina Express while travelling to St. Moritz with its stunning views. 5. Sip wine at Lavaux Vineyard. How great it will be to sip wine at Lavaux Vineyard in Switzerland. This is because the country is not particularly known for wine. However, the wine they produce is by no means inferior to the ones from neighbouring France and Italy. Local growers keep their stock for visitors only so that the exclusive experience can be even more special. You can visit several key places for hand-harvested and locally pressed wine such as La Côte, Neuchâtel and Praz. The most notable of the wineries is the Lavaux Vineyards on Lake Geneva, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The vineyard is recognised for its steep incline. Since machine harvesting is impossible here, temporary harvesters are hired each year to hand-pick the grapes. 6. Play at Mount Pilatus. Another one of the 10 things to do in September in Switzerland is to play at Mount Pilatus sitting atop Lake Lucerne. It has an incredible view of both the lake and the mountains. This is a destination for the whole family's enjoyment as it involves an easy sightseeing trip or hike. When September rolls around, the tourist crowds die down. You, thus, won't be struggling with others to get to the top. We recommend that you travel here from Lucerne via the Golden Round trip. It provides the absolute experience when visiting Mount Pilatus. Your journey here can start with a bus ride through the country to Krienne and a cable car up to Pilatus to absorb the stunning view from the Pilatus Kulm platform. On your way back, you can take the cogwheel train from Pilatus to Alpnachstad and then end the journey by boat to Lucerne. The full-day excursion is a great way to have the full sights of Lake Lucerne. 7. Explore Lucerne. You may not enjoy the best of Lucerne during the summer when it is fairly busy, but September can be a great month to enjoy the last warm weather there without the crowds. This lakefront city, steeped in medieval architecture, is showcased in the fortification on the northern end, still standing from the 1300s, and a chapel bridge built in 1333. Besides its old heritage, its boat cruises are the #1 attraction. One of the top reasons for visiting Lucerne is getting out into the surrounding nature and seeing beautiful cobblestone streets lined both sides with red brick homes of the Altstadt. Taking the cogwheel train to hike Mount Rigi or Pilatus, or walking the historic pathways on the covered bridges and towers can also be other ideal reasons, while also taking advantage of Lake Lucerne's unique bathing area as the warm weather permits. 8. Via Ferrata in Muren. September is likely the last safe month for a great Via Ferrata climb. Meanwhile, there's nowhere else to do it better than Muren. It's such a big feat to climb Via Ferrata. Hikers love it for its sweeping views of the mountains and valley, especially while traversing heights of 2,000 feet. While the course is open to anyone, we'd recommend a guided tour for the safest experience. It includes tight ropes, suspension bridges and steep ladders. The course sets off from Muren in the Jungfrau region. For climbers to complete the 2.2 kilometre, they must brave steep, rocky terrain from the small valley village floor at Muren to Gimmelwald, which is on the other side of the mountain. 9. Explore Jungfrauhoch. Jungfrauhoch is one of the world's tallest peaks, with the highest railway station on the continent, hence dubbed the top of Europe. As an attraction, it hosts hundreds of thousands of visitors annually, with the majority coming in summer. Therefore, September will be less busy. It also brings cooler weather to Jungfrauhoch. On the train up the mountain, you'll be surprised by an impeccable panoramic view of the mountaintops on its Jungfrau railway, while being treated to a delicious meal throughout your journey. Upon reaching the top, you're in for a variety of activities. Through the Sphinx Terrace viewing station serves as the main attraction, there are also glacier tours and the Ice Palace and sculptures. 10. Backpack Mont Blanc. Finally, hiking the Tour de Mont Blanc is a great thing to do in September because that is the last month for anyone desiring to backpack across the Mont Blanc Trail. Mont Blanc is renowned as the highest peak in Western Europe. The cold weather sets in Switzerland sooner than other places, you know. Though the full Tour de Mont Blanc Trail usually begins in France, taking hikers through Italy to Switzerland, you can actually begin in Switzerland. In that case, you can easily begin in Champagne-Lau or La Folie, via train from Geneva to Martigny. A backpacker hiking the Tour de Mont Blanc will have access to rest stops every few kilometres, stocked with refreshments and necessities. September is one of the best months to do the full tour, where you can easily stop in multiple places in each country. Imagine being able to enjoy alpine cheese in Switzerland, delicious pasta in Italy, and robust wines in France. We understand the things to do in Switzerland in September aren't limited to the 10 mentioned here. Kindly share your experience or whatever you know about visiting Switzerland in September. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell.